It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Hello, Soul family. Jordan Peterson coming at you live from our studios here in Pleasant Grove, Utah. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Today is September 25th. We have 1 week left of the month of September. October is sneaking up on us really quickly. And to be honest, I love the fall time, so I am excited that it's here. The mountains are starting to have their tree leaves change color, and it's just beautiful. There's a little bit of a chill in the air coming on. I don't know where you're at, but it's just starting to feel like that season is changing, and man, I love it. I love the changes that all come along with the fall season, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that as well. There's also good changes that happen in soul during this time of year as well, as we've talked about before. People are getting in their routine a little bit more now that school started, and we always see a good uptick in people looking for changes in their lives. I think the change in season just drives them to want to find changes for themselves personally as well. And so it's a great opportunity to help people and connect people to answers that can kind of solve some of the issues that they have. So good stuff there. As always, if you're watching live with us and this is kind of your first time or you haven't already done it, comment on the comment section on your YouTube channel. There's great comments coming in already. It looks like everybody's doing great things, and we just want to make sure we can see you. If you type in and let us know you're there, then we'll be able to put your name in for a drawing for some great swag items that we're giving away today, which is always a good thing because we want to reward you for coming and being with us. So know this, as always, this is not one of the items we're giving away. This is just my morning beverage. And this show is brought to you by Cinemate because it's fantastic for you. It's a great way to start your day, and you should try it if you haven't already. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my lid a little bit like this. So as I'm talking here, I can also take a little sip as I go along. What are we giving away today, you're asking? Well, let's look. First off, we're going to do, you guys like mysteries. You guys like it, you like surprises. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to peek though, just so I can kind of see what we've got going on here. And oh man, this one is one you are going to love. So we've got a fantastic mystery mug here. We've also got one that's not so mysterious, but just as fantastic because it is for one of my favorite drinks, the Cinemate right there. And for whatever reason, if it's in a Cinemate branded mug, it just tastes better. I don't know why. It's just the way it works. And last but not least, we have another mystery one right here. I'm gonna peek at this one too. The boxes are very similar, so it's kind of hard to see what, oh man. Oh man, let me look here. Oh, interesting. I'm not gonna make any comments on what it is, but I'll tell you what, you're gonna love it. So there you go, we've got these three here. Seasons are changing. It's a great time to just sit down and on your porch, enjoy the nice weather, and sip a hot cup of whatever you got. Here, we love the Cinemate. So there you go, guys. We got you taken care of, giving those away today, and you're gonna love it. And we got some cool, exciting news about different things we're giving away later on as well. So you are going to love it. All right, as always, we wanna recognize those of you who have been able to invite new people into the Soul family and help them with whatever thing they've got going on, connect them with things that will help them. And we do that in this little segment we call Rock and Roll. Let's go ahead and jump to it right now. Coming in at number 10, we've got Holly Bernal. Holly, well done. We've got Maria A. Morfin coming in at 9. We've got Audra Rodriguez coming in at 8. At 7, we've got Angela Funes. We've got our own Lydia Ferrantino, one of our 100Ks, coming in at number 6. We've got Hilda Vasquez coming in at 5. We've got Lupe Garcia coming in at 4. At number 3, we've got Jose Alfredo Saavedra Soto coming in at 3. And our top 2 coming in at number 2, Pedro Rivera Soto. And number 1, for the last week, we have Guadalupe Mendoza. As you recall, when we do this, the time period we're looking at is from last Monday till Sunday. So today is starting a new period that we'll look at, and then it will end on Sunday. And then I pull these numbers come Monday morning so we can share it with everybody and make sure you're taken care of and you're recognized for all the wonderful hard work that you do. So well done, guys. Proud of you. Today's Costa Rica. Oh, and by way of just information, The average enrollment order for this last week was $243.64. $243.64. That is a great SoulQuick. I'm telling you what, 35% of that, it's great. That's about $75, which is awesome. So Costa Rica facts today. As of right this minute, right before I jumped on, I checked it out. It's 85 degrees with a high of 87. Guys, it is going to be wonderful when we get down there, because I know personally in Utah, it is going to be freezing cold in December when we head out there, and we're going to find beautiful weather in the 80s, and it's just awesome. The rainy season is still going on, but it's starting to be a little more sparse. Most of the weather today says it's just partly cloudy with rain on and off. So it's starting to kind of fizzle out just a little bit, but it's awesome because it keeps everything green. So when we get down there, it is going to be just the most beautiful jungle you have ever seen. I found this fact to be really interesting today. First off, we know, we've talked about it before, but Costa Rica has over 500,000 species of animals. It is just so biodiverse, and there's so much going on down there in the beautiful jungles. Of those 500,000, over 220 species of mammals are found on the land. There's also some in the oceans around there as well, with the dolphins and the whales and whatnot. Here is the question I'm curious if you guys can even guess, is this: what is the national animal? The national animal of Costa Rica. They've got so many things down there. They've got sloths. They've got, and I'll give you a hint, it's a mammal, okay? So it's a mammal. They've got sloths. They've got monkeys. They got these little raccoon-looking things that run around. It's like a skinny, taller raccoon. They've got foxes. They've got pumas. They've got all sorts of animals. What do you think the national animal is? When I read this today, I was like, oh, that's really interesting. But I think it's pretty cool. So Dolores says the raccoon is awful. She remembers that because when we were down there, the raccoon-looking creatures would try to get into our purses and stuff, and so Dolores' husband, Frank, had to take care of us, right? Everybody thinks it's the sloth. I would think that's a great guess. Christy Malone says a monkey, right? Could be monkeys as well. You know what it is, though? You're going to be a little disappointed in this, I think. It's the white-tailed deer. The white-tailed deer, the same one you can find all over the U.S. Utah doesn't have a lot of them, kind of up on the border of Idaho, they might have some. In the Midwest, that's pretty much all you have. On the East Coast, there's so many of them. They're trying to get rid of them out of neighborhoods. It is the white-tailed deer, is the national animal, and it's found on some of their currency as well. I know, I was like, what? That? Like, of all the cool animals in the world, you chose a white-tailed deer where we got tons of them here in the U.S. too? Come on now. So yeah, the white-tailed deer is the national animal of Costa Rica. Pick a sloth, pick something cool that you can only find there. No, white-tailed deer. But it is what it is, right? So, Christy asked, so they hunt them? I don't know. They find them in the jungles. I don't think they do a lot of hunting for much of anything down there. They say down in some of the national parks. There's tons of national parks down there, but more towards the south with like Manuel Antonio. And there's another big one down there that really you have to get like a permit to go in there, and you can only stay for a couple days, and you have to have a guide. They say you can find them down there, but just in the general countryside, you really don't see much of them. But yeah, white-tailed deer are their national animal. You can fact check me if you want. I looked it up today. Let's do a product spotlight now. You know, this is a time of year where I work out in the garden a lot, getting everything picked and ready to go. I've been working on just stuff in my backyard and my shed, just getting things figured out and done. And inevitably, I'm gonna cut myself, or I'm gonna knock my knuckle on something. My hands always have something going on where I've done something, it feels like. And just recently, I was working with some pliers, and what I was pulling on kind of slipped, and when it slipped, it kind of cut me a little bit on my finger. Nothing big, but just made me think of it. And so when I was doing the product spotlight today, I thought, man, I want to do one that I use all the time. And you guys know I'm a big fan of Cinemate. I use a ton of the products. I've got a whole slew of them on my desk that it reminds me to take every single day. But the one I seem to always be grabbing for, and my kids are always grabbing for, and my wife is using regularly, and I've got this stuff all over my house, is this. The old Solflex AC cream. This stuff is amazing. I use it seriously multiple times a day, every single day. When I get out of the shower in the morning, I throw some on my face. It just seems to kind of keep me moisturized and makes me feel like I can open my eyes wide and kind of rejuvenates me a little bit. I have cuts and nicks and bruises. I'm always throwing it on. My kids use it for mosquito bites and everything else. My wife uses it as a nighttime cream. She throws it on before she goes to bed. There's so many great uses of this stuff. And I'm telling you, if you're not using it, you need to, because it's so awesome. 3 ounces in this bottle here. You can throw it in your purse, take it on a plane. I'll tell you what, it's great. And so when you're thinking of this though, you're like, well, what does AC? AC is like the air conditioning, it's cooling. Is that why you call it that? No, AC stands for Arnica and Calendula. So today I wanted to talk about the Arnica piece of that. Why do we use it? It's called Arnica Montana flower. I actually have some Montana flowers in my yard. They're a different variety. The Arnica Montana flower used here is more of a yellow flower. The one I have is like a purpley flower. But it's found in the mountains of Europe and North America, and it's been used for centuries to soothe aches, reduce inflammation, and promote overall well-being. And that's really what we're looking at here. When you look at the benefits of this, there are so many, right? But some key ones we looked at. When applied topically as an oil or a cream, it can effectively alleviate muscle and joint pain caused by overexertion, injury, or chronic conditions. Has natural anti-inflammatory compounds which reduce swelling, and it also has some analgesic effects for much needed relief, right? So really could use it for anything under that, guys, right? Helps to speed up healing. It stimulates blood flow and increasing circulation to the affected areas, which we know the more blood we get to areas, the faster we'll heal, the better we'll feel. It's so great for soothing skin irritations. There's people that just have chronic rashes and things that they are just always struggling with dry skin, and this stuff is fantastic for it. I have a neighbor that uses it all the time for the things that she has going on, and she finds so much relief from it. And it's better than some of the stuff you can buy or get over the counter at the pharmacy and things like that. I'm telling you, it's so good. And last but not least, an interesting one. It has great benefits for your hair and scalp as well. It stimulates hair follicles, promoting healthy hair growth and preventing hair loss. Has antimicrobial properties that help keep the scalp clean and free from dandruff causing bacteria. You didn't know that, right? So maybe we should start putting this in a shampoo bottle as well. You can go ahead and just go to town with that in the shower and we'll take care of it. Or maybe after the shower would probably even be better, right? So many good things for that, right? Everybody says they love the AC cream. It's in almost every room in their house, right? Tiffany uses it before she goes on her runs and doesn't experience the aches and pains. There you go. Works great on bug bites. There's so many good things from it, right? Rachel says AC cream is what Windex was in Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's just good for everything, right? Even zits, right? So many good things, right? Such a great product. Absolutely. Lydia uses it and is able to save money when she uses it on our Soul subscription, right? That's family's favorite. Rebecca says. So many good things. Tiffany says, I gave a sample to a 17-year-old who has used every cream and prescription since a baby and called to tell me that, what is this miracle cream? And we're seeing that all the time, right? Terry says you should be rubbing it on your scalp. Absolutely, right? There's so many good things. So many good things. And if you're not using it, you need to. So I like to use it on all my cuts and bumps and bruises. I'm kind of rough on my body a little bit, and this is just so good for everything we got going on. Terry says she's even noticed small wrinkles on her face fade a bit. That's awesome. And with the Soul Royal, man, that's going to help that as well. So it's so good. Jenny says her girls use it every day as their face routine, and that's perfect. Yeah, Claudia uses it for everything. That's how it should be. We got so many good things, right? Okay, let's talk. Oh, we got a great testimonial as well we want to talk about. Let's jump to that right now. It says, when I started my health journey, I thought I was in pretty good shape health-wise, but a dear and wise friend suggested I try some natural herbal products, so I did. Now looking back, I realized I was tired, had issues feeling down, low libido, and gut health issues. And that's usually how it works. Every time we talk to somebody, it seems like everybody has some sort of a health issue going on. Nobody's perfect, and we all have issues. And I'll tell you what, we can connect them with products that are going to help them. It's been long enough. People are believing it and seeing it and want it. So we can be that connector and just help people find the solutions to their problems and give them the tools they need to take control of their lives. And that's exactly what we're doing, right? So good. Let's talk for a minute now. we like to always take an opportunity to do some sort of business training or personal development on this thing, and we are jumping into that right now because there's so much stuff going on with social media. And I wanted to kind of bring your attention to this, and we're going to talk about something we're going to have going on moving forward. First off, looking at some numbers I find really interesting. It says 85% of men and 86% of women said social media sways their buying decisions. I think you can probably relate to that. There's all sorts of people talking about things on social media, and it may be the first time you even see a product. You're on there scrolling through your feed, and all of a sudden you see somebody talking about something, and due to the algorithms and how good social media is at figuring out what you want to see, you'll see ads and little promos and all sorts of things targeted directly at you, right? And then what does that do? It says 85% of men and 86% of women said social media sways their buying decisions. We've seen a growth in the last few years of that. In 2020 alone, it said the number was 71%. So it went from 71% up to 86% in just a few years. More people are using it, right? Most say that TikTok and Instagram are the top platforms in influencing their purchasing decisions, followed by YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Reddit. So Instagram and TikTok are the top two leading the way. Between 2021 and 2022, social media users increased by over 10%. What does that mean in numbers though? Okay, just in that time period, there were 376 million new users. And the total social media reach right now is 4.62 billion people are on social media right now. That's over 58% of the world's population are on social media right now. That's huge. To take it one step further, because we recognize that not everybody in the world even has access to the internet. If you have access to the internet, there is a 93% chance you're on social media. 93% chance. Isn't that crazy? But you may be saying to yourself, like, Jordan, I get it, right? But we're in the US, we're in Mexico, we're in Canada. We're not over all the US or all over the world yet. So what do the numbers look like here in the US? And let's talk about that. In the US alone, they're expecting by the end of 2023 to be 257 million people on social media. 257 million people in the US alone on social media. It says that 56% of those people have multiple social media accounts. How wild is that? And I think most people now, you recognize, are using the internet to purchase things, right? From Amazon to all sorts of different things. We're purchasing on the internet like never before. Of those people who are buying things online, so somebody who would be considered an online shopper, 97% of those have accessed social media in the last month. So not only are the people that are currently on social media using it to find out products and research products and do all that stuff, but they're the ones that are purchasing stuff as well. Like they're the market we want to be at, right? 76% of people with the internet, not even just with social media, but just internet, say they use social media for product research. 80% of consumers have purchased something after seeing it recommended on social media. 80%. So I'm telling you, if you're not on social media and seeing those ads targeted at you directly and seeing what people are talking about and your friends are talking about, that's where people are trusting who they're purchasing stuff from. They're expecting to see it. When they see it, they trust it and they want to purchase. So my question for you is this: how many of you fall into that category? Right? A lot of you are looking at that same thing. You're making purchases based off of what people are talking about on social media. So then if somebody was looking at you and wanting to figure out what their next step should be with some of the health issues or financial issues or time issues or anything else they've got going on, would they be able to follow you and say, hey, I think they have an answer for me, right? I would hope so. I would hope so. But as most things in life, I recognize that if we don't have some sort of direct correlation to getting something or some incentive for that, it can be hard to remember to do it. So moving forward, we wanted to do a little sweepstakes, if you will, and give you guys the opportunity to be a little more incentivized and to talk to your people about this as well, to kind of flood social media with Soul Naturals. If people can't find us, then it's really hard for them to use us, to have the tools they need to help themselves, right? And so we want to make sure that we're doing some good things there. So what we have right now, I'm going to read over this for you. Our SNS Sweeps contest is open to all brand specialists. To enter, all you need to do is make a post on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok featuring your favorite Soul product and use the hashtag SNS Sweeps. You can probably see it right now on your screen if you're looking at it. Whether it's a photo, video, or text update, we want to see your creativity shine through. Make sure to post your content to your feed, as we will not be accepting story submissions for this contest. Stories kind of come and go, but we want to make sure it's on your feed. So here we go. This is what the hashtag is, hashtag SNS or SN Sweeps, Soul Natural Sweepstakes. SN Sweeps is the hashtag. You saw it on your screen there. You can come back and watch this again. Why are we doing this? Again, we want to get our social media presence out there. We want people to know who we are and what we're doing. And as I mentioned before, we want to incentivize you to do this. So every Monday, moving forward, we are going to recognize you. We are going to, let me read this first. We have a little part we wrote up here. It says, you should show your Soul product how Soul products have enhanced your lifestyle, boosted your health, or managed your stress. Feel free to explore any topic or highlight any benefit. Just make sure to include a key fact or small description about the Soul product and either show its name via the packaging or reference it in the video or caption. For instance, if you're sharing a video about good vibrations, ensure the bag is visible in the video. Mention the product name in the caption or refer to it as your favorite fiber blend, right? Let's talk to people why they'd want to have it, right? If it's a photo of Cinemate, include the packaging of the shot or reference it in the caption. And the best part, you can enter as many times as you would like each week. Our social media team here is going to be looking for that hashtag, the hashtag SN Sweeps. We're going to be polling all submissions. They're going to make some decisions on the ones they like the best for that week, get a kind of a group of the top posts for the week. And then on Monday Morning Talking Success right here, we'll show you the top 2 that we like that week, and or maybe even top 3 or 4. We'll see how many we get. And we'll draw the winner live right here. So we'll show you what they're doing so you guys can get some ideas on what's going on with it. We'll show you here on Monday Morning Talking Success. We'll draw the winner live here as well. To win, you have to be watching, okay? So if you're not watching and you don't say, hey, I'm on here, then we will not give you the prize. We'll actually draw the next name out of the hat and see who wins, who's based on who's watching as well, right? So just make sure you're here. This will help people get here and be a part of this as well, and hopefully be incentivized to continue moving forward, right? We are going to post this. Lisa says, where can we find the requirements you listed? We're going to go ahead and post this on our social media as well, so you can find it there as soon as the show is over. And it's going to be so great. So we absolutely want you to be a part of this and to participate, and hopefully the incentive of winning swag items here on Monday Morning Talking Success will drive that. All right. So yeah, that's the main thing there. So get ready, get set, and start sharing your soul stories. We cannot wait to see your entries. Good luck. It's going to be so many good things. And what we're hoping to do is get enough people moving forward that becomes the way we decide on who's winning the soul swag. We want to reward you guys not only for being here, but also for doing some great things during the week with social media. So again, there's so many people on social media. It is time for us to tap into that resource, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, as Cindy says, how exciting, and Seashell Pony, it's going to be fun, and I think it will be. And hopefully you guys, if you're paying attention, you can also search this hashtag as well, SN Sweeps. Let's go ahead and show that one more time. This is the hashtag here, SN Sweeps. Search it too and see what everybody else is doing, get some ideas from them, and just use the opportunity to really get it out there. Sound good? All right. Now, before we get out of here, we got to make sure you guys are well rewarded for what you guys are doing by being here this morning. So we're going to draw some names. And here we go. We're going to start left to right, as you can see it here. Got a good group on here this morning. My heavens. Mix these up a little bit. As always, I'm not going to peek. Lillian's feeling lucky. We'll see if she can win. And others, let's see. Here we go. I'm not going to say that there's a direct correlation, but it seems like the more people comment and participate, the higher chance there is of you guys winning. So here we go. The first winner is Jimena Mercado. Jimena Mercado, you have won, my friend. the mystery mug. I won't tell you what it is, but I'll tell you it's awesome. Jenny wants to win too. Here we go. You can hear me mixing them up. I'm not peeking. And the next winner is Lydia Ferrantino. Lydia, you got yourself a new Cinemate mug. You can sit out there in North Carolina and just enjoy the weather and sip on a nice hot cup of mug of Cinemate. Good stuff. And here we go. Last but not least. I'm telling you guys, here we go. Ooh, the name has been drawn. And the winner is none other than Kristen Brunius. KB, you got yourself a mystery mug as well. I won't tell you what it is, but I'll tell you that it just looks familiar. I don't know. I won't tell you what it is though. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited for you to participate in this sweepstakes. We'll post all the information to our own social media account so you can find it as well. And as always, keep sharing soul. Sure love you guys, and we'll see you soon.